think I can get it back. I'm going to see if I can transfer it over to YouTube and if it would still be muted, but it's 10 minutes I can't get back. Basically, I just talked a little bit about what I was going to talk about, so hopefully I can get it done in this last video. Okay, so I gotta just do a little Palo Santo clear of the energy. Everybody is divinely protected by God and Jesus and all the angels, and Archangel Michael always keeps anything negative and mischievous away from anyone who watches my video, any place in my house. Everything is protected by divine. Thank you, dear God. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you, angels. So, yeah, let me try to put a step into it. All right, Gypsy Rose, there's a video in the past that says that Gypsy Rose states that her mother was very ill or sick. Oh, yeah. And she had diabetes, heart disease, spine problems, I believe. She had a lot of weight on her. And Gypsy she says in this video, now please, if you find these videos, I'm looking for them too. I know I saw it. I saw it like 2 times. And if you find it, please send it to my email. I'll put my email on this video. My email is katrina8.kb@gmail.com, or just put it in the comments, or message me. Okay, at Katrina Brady 77. But in this video, not right now, thank you. I'm doing a video. But just a little piece saved for me. She wanted to go places, even Europe. She wanted to do traveling, and she wanted to do things. And she, at this point, when she went into, jail for unaliving her mother, she was 23 and a half. It was June, and in July, she would be 24. All right? So this is grown. She said she couldn't take care of her mother, and her mother, to do all the things that she wanted to do if she was taking care of her mother, and her mother would probably live, even though she was sick, she said, my mother would probably live to about 70. Okay. This struck me. I started doing math on this, because her mother was only 47 when she was murdered, right? That's young. That's pretty young. But she was sickly. She had cancer of her uterus. She had a hysterectomy, I think, when Gypsy was like 4 or 5. It's not that much information about that, like who took care of Gypsy, but I believe it was Gypsy, the grandparents, because Dee Dee lived with the grandparents. Yeah, okay. So anyhow, she was trying to say that even though her mother had taken care of her whole life so severely, gave up everything to get her trips and get her a house and a car, and wheelchairs. She had 5 of them, 5 wheelchairs, didn't even need one. But her mother provided all these and the medical things that she needed. She has microdeletion. She needed her eyes done. She needed operations on her ears. She couldn't breathe. When she was a baby, she lived with her grandparents, and her uncle had stated in one of the videos, one of the shows, I think on Lifetime, that Gypsy indeed would stop breathing. She was a couple of months old, and she had to have a breathing tank. And the grandfather also said that Dee Dee had to keep on going in there to the bedroom, to the crib, because she had to wake her up, because the machine would tell us when Gypsy stopped breathing. So she indeed had a lot of medical issues. Whether they were exaggerated, especially about the legs, definitely that was exaggerated. Okay. So that's malingering, but that's not, she didn't malinger for her own benefit. She did everything so that she can get gypsy things and she didn't have to go to work, okay, and do it the right way. So should she be in jail? Yeah, she would have, had she lived, her and Gypsy both probably would have done jail time. Both of them, okay? If Gypsy at a certain age would have said, hey, you know what, I think this, my mother's doing the wrong thing because I could walk and I could do this and I could do that. I think she's doing the wrong thing, and called the cops and told somebody, because everybody knows she was online, she was making little trips out of the house, she was going on the bus. People in the neighborhood saw her at night walking around, okay? So don't tell me that she didn't have opportunities to say, hey, my mother's doing all these cons. No, because she knew that she was having the benefits too. January, a few months before Dee Dee was unalived, they went on a trip to Disney World, another one. I think that was the last one. Meeting celebrities and all that, okay? So, what I'm trying to point out with this one is, I know I have a card that I wrote where I was writing ages. Here it is. Okay. So Gypsy Rose on a video in the past says that she herself stated that her mother was very, very ill and sickly, and she had diabetes, heart disease, things wrong with her spine. She wasn't able to get around that much anymore. I guess to push Gypsy, and Gypsy was basically taking care of her in the house, in the closed-off house. Gypsy wanted to travel. Gypsy wanted to go places and do things, like even Europe. And I know this video is out there, all right? And when she was already 23 and a half, she said she wouldn't be able to take care of her because her mother would probably live till 70. Reason why I point this out is because that shows motive. That shows motive. And there's no reason this girl should be out of jail and enjoying a life of a normal mother-to-be. Okay, yeah, I know she did 8 years. 8 years is not enough, because she's talking about how she did not want to take care of her mother, even though her mother took such good care of her. Okay, so when she was 23, when her mother was 47 and she was 23, right? If she thought that her mother would live till 70, Gypsy would have been 46, right? Because that would have been 23 years later. So in her mind, was she actually thinking that I'm going to have to live with her till I'm 46 and she's 70? You know, like that, I would love somebody to ask her questions on that subject, you know. But, you know, it's very hard for somebody, a narcissist, allegedly, for entertainment reasons only, in my opinion, sociopath, to take care of anybody or think of anybody else but themselves. That includes pets. Okay. Oh, I just have one more to do. I have one more to do. I'm going to have to do it. Okay. One more, and then I'm done. And then I'm going to do